Mila Kunis is a very successful actress in Hollywood, but recently she penned a piece about how she has experienced some significant discrimination within the Hollywood industry. Now, a lot of female actresses have come forward claiming similar things, but Mila Kunis was very specific about what she's experienced, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Now, she alleges that a Hollywood producer had pushed her to pose semi-nude in a men's magazine, and she didn't want to do it, so she said no. And the producer told her, "You'll never work in this town again."
What a stupid cliche.
Now, that was one of many experiences that she had, and she felt like, hey, you know what? I think it's time for me to speak out, because if I don't, it almost seems as though, you know, I'm part of the problem. Okay, and she even says that. So let me read you some snippets of her piece, and I highly recommend you read the whole thing at A+, which is Ashton Kutcher's blog. She says, "What this producer may never realize is that he spoke aloud the exact fear every woman feels when confronted with gender bias in the workplace. We don't want to be kicked out of the sandbox for being a bitch, so we compromise our integrity for the sake of maintaining the status quo and hope that change is coming."
So I want to pause there to talk about that concept. So when I was growing up, I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that women felt that way because it's not my perspective. But it is. It's a pressure they have so much. Hey, you better do what we tell you to do, otherwise you're the bitch. You're the one that's causing the problems. And that creates tremendous pressure on them. Even in a situation like this, maybe even more so in a situation like this, where they want to get you to do something that makes you uncomfortable, to take the semi-nude photos so that they could, drive more people to watch the movie. And as she points out later in the blog, the movie did great, even though she didn't do those pictures. Because they're marginally helpful. It's just the guy being, thinking that that's, what works. Get the women, don't worry about their acting, make sure that they take their clothes off so we can get some good marketing for this movie. And it's a hard thing to break out of that and to challenge it and to go, wait a minute, I'm not a bitch for not wanting to, undress for you. And so now she's more powerful and has the leverage to be able to do it. But even back then she said no, and that took a lot of courage because you're genuinely worried that you might not work in this town again.
Yeah, being agreeable is something that I think is really pushed on women. And you see it in pretty much every work environment where men will disagree, they'll come forward and they'll say, I don't want to do that, or I don't think that's a good idea, let's go in this direction. And from what I've experienced, they're respected for that. Whereas women, again, yeah, they're referred to as bossy, which, is, I think, the tamest thing that they get referred to, or bitch. And so different women handle it in different ways. And I think when I finally became comfortable in my own skin, my way of dealing with it was just owning it. So, yeah, I guess I'm a bitch. And, you know what I mean? Like,
what now?
What now?
What now?
Okay, I'm a bitch because I know what I want. I'm going to push for what I want. I'm going to do my job in the best way that I possibly can. And if you have a problem with it, well, then fuck you. And look, it's easy for me to say that in an open environment here at TYT, where I think, being, is it disagreeable? I don't know.
No, assertive.
Assertive. Being assertive, I think, is rewarded here. So again, it's easy for me to say that in this environment. And I know a lot of women don't have that luxury, but what I'm trying to say is, if you are a woman and you are assertive and you like the way you are, don't change because you feel pressured to change, right? If you are referred to as a bitch, own it. So you're a bitch. I'm a bitch. I don't give a shit.
Right. And so understand that it's a pressure tactic.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, you call me that word, but you want me to get naked because you're a perv, so you're a dick. Okay, now we're even. Let's move forward because I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So again, easy for us to say, we like assertive folks here. Our motto is too strong, right? So, and easy for people who are already in a position of power to say, but there's a lot of money on the line in Hollywood, and you really want that next job. And it is so fickle, and your career can poof, disappear like that.
Yep.
So whenever you have a situation like that where there is disproportionate power, you're going to get abuse. Whether it's the Catholic Church with disproportionate power over those boys that they looked over, right? And whether it's the police in this country, no accountability, disproportionate power, et cetera. Or it's the old Hollywood system where, hey, I mean, look at what Roger Ailes did. Not just at Fox News, but back when he worked for a television talk show. There he would have women lined up auditioning to get on the show, and it could make or break their career. And they'd come in and he'd just be like, "There's no ands, ifs, or buts. You have to sleep with me."
Yeah.
And and if you don't give, like I know it's disgusting, but he would say like, if you don't give me oral sex, that's it. I'm going to end your career. So so under that kind of intense pressure, you need people like Mila Kunis who made it.
Yes.
To then have your back.
Absolutely. And that's why it means so much that she's speaking out and she's being specific about what she went through. Because I think a lot of people have a hard time really understanding the type of, gender bias that takes place in various work environments because they don't have specific examples. This is a specific example. A producer basically demeaning her, like saying degrading things because she refuses to get naked for him. I mean, if that's not a sexist environment, I don't know what is. And
look, she calls out smaller issues as well. So that's obviously a giant one. Are you going to take your clothes off or not? And I know it's in the context of a photo shoot, still very uncomfortable and didn't want to do it. But there was an email that another producer recently sent saying, and Mila's a megastar. He was trying to promote her, right? Saying Mila's a megastar, one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, and soon to be Ashton's wife and baby mama. And she didn't appreciate that because she said, look, I get that you didn't mean harm by it and you didn't know that you were reinforcing stereotypes. But I'm telling you because one, it makes me uncomfortable, and two, that I think I'm helping by telling you that so you don't say it to other women who will be made uncomfortable by it, and you never know it, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm helping, I hope, to let you know that when you say that I have value because of my husband or the kid that I'm going to have with my husband, it feels like you're devaluing me. And so even if you didn't mean harm by it, it puts us down in a way that you don't expect.
Yeah.
So I'm fostering communication so we can get to a better place.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that there's a difference between ignorance, which I think that email was just more ignorant than anything else. I don't think that person had bad intentions whatsoever. And so a dialogue is important to kind of clarify, hey, this kind of puts down my hard work when you minimize me as nothing more than someone's baby mama. After I've created a media production company that focuses on, women or female content.
And by the way, that deal was about that production company.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, look at my resume. It was, no, we're doing a deal with your production company. So what does Ashton or my kid have anything to do with this? So so of course I like that she's bringing this out. And she didn't throw anybody under a bus.
No.
She didn't name names. She's like, that's not the point. She just wants to at least gain some sort of knowledge about this, for everybody to gain knowledge about it so that other women don't have to suffer through it. And I think that this is partly because of, as I talked about with Ailes and with Trump and Cosby and all these things coming out, women have had enough and going, you know what, I'm going to start the fight back. Mm-hmm. So it's a new day in America. If you're one of the people who don't like women having power or the same amount of power as you, well, that's a sad day for you. But for the rest of us, that's a great day in America. The Young Turks isn't just us, it's also you guys. You make this show possible, and we want to thank you for it, and we want to grow together. We want to be too strong. TYTnetwork.com/join. Let's do it.